All right, I think we are live. Let me see how that sounds. All right, I think we are live. Sweet, sounds good. We'll see if anyone's joining. So, whoever is on, thanks for joining. Uh, I've got some Transformers TCG deck lists I wanted to try. I put out a video earlier this week that discussed a healing deck list that I was pretty proud of. I tested and I enjoyed it, and I want to do some more of that. Um, so the idea would be to see who wants to play some games and test some stuff out. Everything I think everything I played tonight is pretty untested. Um, so this is really just kind of exploratory. It's um, the sort of testing I would have done leading up to a Siege Block event that was obviously canceled due to COVID-19, which is unfortunate. But I thought that it might be fun to play some of these decks anyway. Kind of a send-off, tip of the hat to waves 3 and 4, which for me were a lot of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of these, and I think helped me become a little better of a player. So this was just some stuff that I want to try out. So let's see who might be on. Let's go ahead and start a game. We're going to call this three, four, Blaster v Soundwave. All right. Besides my typo, we'll go ahead and start. So I see some people are on. If you're on and want to play, hop on. I've got a couple different deck lists that I think I can still... Yep, there's my editor. So inside here, I've got a couple different versions of Shockwave. I think if I played Shockwave, I'd try version 2. There's the healing deck list, which I'm pretty happy with where it is, but I can break that one out. Airstrike Patrol, Blaster, Soundwave is one that Dan Arnold from Vector Sigma tested with me, and it was pretty fun. I think there's some extra cards here, some stripping out and tweaking. The blues didn't really do a whole lot. Blaster I'm curious about just because I never really played Constructed Blaster. And I know he's already strong, but orange-black Blaster as part of Siege Block I thought would be pretty fun. Let's see. And I'll do requests if people want to play versus something in particular. I think that would be a lot of fun as well. So, in terms of Siege stuff, the healing deck has been my favorite so far. I talked about it a bit in, well, a good amount in my deck tech video. It's just when you get to swing with Ratchet and he's sitting on like +9, or swinging with, you know, like if I can um, get Ice Blade on, you know, using a Quartermaster, and then play something else on top with if I get the opportunity to run dual wield with Detritus, um, like it's a lot of fun, and that's the sort of thing that, like, in the normal constructed environment, it doesn't really have a place. It just, this sort of deck, there's just not enough health, you can't protect yourself, you're not doing enough damage. But in Siege, I thought that you know, things are slowed down enough that I could play. So hopefully one of my friends hops on and we can try some games out. The other one, and I am on, if you guys are looking, like, that's me, Sieta Shami, playing some Transformers. The one I'm curious about is going to be the blue-black Blaster deck list. Blaster, I think, has been in a strong aggro position for a little while now. I still remember when, like, he made his premiere back when Siege won that competitive event at Gen Con. That was a lot of fun to see kind of Blaster evolve over the course of that weekend. And this is a blue-black take on him. I think black, any Siege block deck is going to be running some amount of black in it. How's everyone's days been? Mine have been surprisingly busy. I'm working from home mostly. I had to go in to work a couple times just due to the necessity of my work, but most of it's been from home, and I've been working on potty training a new puppy, which has been going pretty smoothly so far. So, silver lining of a global pandemic such as COVID-19 is I've gotten time to spend with my dog. But yeah, Blaster, I guess I'm mostly curious about, does he function without things like erratic lightnings and grenade launchers and things like that? Force Field, thankfully, was reprinted in Siege block. And the other one is the Protective Field. And the thought here is marksmanship and armed hovercraft don't exist. So maybe in this environment, the safeguard matters. But, you know, we won't find out without testing. And yeah, I mean, I think it'll be an interesting process going through testing, especially like some of these deck lists I think I'm a lot more familiar with than I'm a lot more familiar with than others. General Optimus, Airstrike Patrol, Healing, Jetfire, Shockwave. Those I feel pretty good about on a just standard constructed deck list. So yeah, battle cards might be different. The team layouts might be a little different. But those are things I'm familiar with. The Healing, that's the one I've been working on the most. So things I'd be, ooh. Hey, Boib78. Boib78, let's see, let's see what you got going on. So he's going to go build a list, and while he does that, we'll go through some of this. So, like I said, General Optimus, Airstrike Patrol. I wonder about this one just because, like, it's 4-wide Airstrike, but it's running green pips that you wouldn't normally run, right? Like, reactive armor isn't good. I don't think it's good here, but I kind of have to run it because it's a +3 on an Airstrike deck. Ooh. Oh, no, Soundwave 35 is gone. There's things like I can play Terrifying Resilience because to try and get the tough, and it's a black-orange. But we'll see how this one does. Overwhelming advantage exists here again because it's a orange-green. I'm not expecting to be able to play overwhelming advantage, although with the diversity that Airstrike Patrol has, there's a small chance that it could be built on Optimus while they're attacking. We'll see. And yeah, this is the sort of list where I'm Airstrike Patrol. I'm very curious to see if they can function in Siege Block. Jetfire, I think, is strong. Like, Jetfire is... His thing is, Jetfire is the only way you can treasure hunt in Siege Block. He's the only thing with that ability. You can't play the treasure hunt card, so that seems like a very strong ability. The rest of the deck is kind of just built around getting the most out of that ability. And I think, like, I don't think I needed to test this a ton to know that it's strong. That's why I was more curious about the other edge cases. Other things like Omega Supreme I'm curious about. This is built like it's blue, but I feel like the blue doesn't matter. I think that Omega Supreme may still not have a place even inside Siege Block, because you want to build him blue and rely on his native Pierce. Going black-orange, when I played him before, he just didn't live long enough, and I think that's still true in the block format. So we'll see. That's another one that I'm curious to test. And then Shockwave. I mean, Shockwave I'm not too concerned about. I imagine he'll be good. Not having a lot of the card draw effects being a Siege Block. Like, essentially, your card draw is, what is it? Reprocessor, right? Pocket Processor. So if I can scrap Pocket Processor, I think I'm not that worried playing as Shockwave. So it's one where I don't know that I need to test this deck, but it's a fun idea, and I think it's already pretty strong. So Shockwave and Healing I feel kind of, and Jetfire I feel the best about. The rest are much less certain. Soundwave and Blaster, if you notice, both of them are running Nightbird, and that's because she's a 7-star mercenary, and she gives you access to more black cards, which I think in the Siege format is super important. You want to be able to play certain black cards like Contract Contingency. If you can get those double black pips in, that is ideal. Oh shit, okay. Guys, we got some news on the channel. Look at this. Titan's Master's Attack is being pushed back to May 29th. So that's, I mean, that sucks, but it's totally understandable. You gotta, how do I fucking do that dumb shit on Facebook? That's what I want to do. I want to do the dumb, I thought if I, I just need to hover? Ah. That sucks, especially since we just got Optimus announced, which Optimus seems expensive. Optimus makes me really hopeful about Megatron. If Optimus, which I by the way, if you go back and watch my earlier interview video, I fucking nailed it on this art. I totally guessed that this was going to be the Optimus art. I guess it in the vein of things, it's probably pretty obvious. But this boy and this boy, yeah, that's right. That is the big art for Optimus. But yeah, it sucks that Titan's Master's attack is being pushed back to the end of May. But I guess that leaves a lot of time. I mean, a lot of time to speculate and test and proxy. And get excited for it when it does come out. And like I said, I am on Octagon, so I see like we've got a couple different viewers here. If anyone wants to hop on, I'm waiting for Boyd, but I don't have to wait for them if anyone else wants to play. But yeah, if you're watching, I hope you are staying safe. I don't know where you might be in the world. Hopefully it's they're managing things and no one's going crazy and hoarding things. And I know in my neck of the woods, I live in Ohio. We've been pretty strict sheltering at home under state government orders. And I think it's been doing a pretty good job in managing the spread of the virus. It's kind of quiet tonight. I was hoping, I guess maybe, I thought I made the announcement earlier. I was hoping we'd get some playing just because I haven't, I'll be honest, I haven't been able to play since we've taken the shelter at home orders, shelter in place, which sucks. I think Blaster is the first one I'll test, just because Blaster's always been a deck list that I've looked at and I thought, oh, that's pretty neat, but I haven't really played it. So this version of him, I'm very curious about. All right. So, Boib has a deck. I have a deck list. And let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. All right, so we are facing Run Amok and Runabout, hanging out with Ravage. So the goal here is to kill one of these boys. Ravage will give them Pierce. And we'll see how this goes. So I think in terms of my play, I would go first. Draw 3. Draw 1 for my turn. Okay. So the nice thing is I have Force Field. So I can switch Blaster into this mode, deploy a boy, I think I want to deploy Steeljaw. I'm going to play Ramhorn out. Ramhorn comes out in bot mode. And I get to play the top card off my deck. Oh, Disruptor Blade. I am A-okay with that. We'll go ahead and put the Disruptor Blade on Ramhorn. Okay, so then, now the question is, I am swinging 6, maybe 7 with some Pierce. 7 with some Pierce, can't attack Ravage. I gotta attack one of these two. Whatever I attack, he is going to... whatever I attack, he is going to not attack with as a response. So I think I attack Run Amok. I'll attack Run Amok. I'll go Ramhorn into Run Amok here. And I'm swinging with 6. Swinging with 7 Pierce 4. That's not bad, and since I got a Black Pip, the Disruptor Blade stays. So he is blocking 6, but he still takes 4 from the attack. Which is kind of what I was thinking, which is that the blue pips don't really matter in this format because of how much Pierce exists. Now I don't have any green pips to pick up. Oop. And he chooses not to pick up his War of Attrition. So the goal here is obviously play my Force Field when he attacks Ramhorn. I don't even know when I flipped. Yep, draw a battle card and flip him to bot mode. So now they are both in bot mode. I'm assuming he attacks with Runabout to save himself a turn from a big attack. Force Field makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. So he's running blue pips. So he is swinging 4 into me. The question is, do I want to play my Force Field now? And I think the answer is no, I do not. He drew 2. I don't know why he drew 2. Unless... Oh, okay. So yeah, he's swinging. He's targeting Ramhorn. I am not going to play the armor. I'm not going to play it. 4P2. Flip my 2. I block 1 of it, take 3. Where did set damage go? Damage oh, they've updated Octagon since I played. Set damage at 3. Now I can pick up Wedge Formation, which I do have a specialist, a melee, and a ranged character, so I think that I do want it. No, I'm not going to pick it up right now. No, I want to pick it up. That I want to pick up. What do I want to drop in its place? I'll drop an Intergrave. I don't need 2 of those. Discard. Pick that up and put it in my hand. So far, nothing, no opportunity with Nightbird. Go ahead and draw. Switch Blaster back. Okay. Nightbird can take the +3, which is fine. Putting her at 7 attack. I don't have a way to get rid of the force field, unfortunately. Without a reprocess. I need to find a reprocess. So let's wedge formation. I'm going to go ahead and repair 1 damage off of melee. Nothing there. If you have a ranged character on the field, draw a card. Draw a card. And I have a specialist on the field. Oh, wait. I do get to... He's my melee. Damage function, remove a damage. And then I get to plan 1, which I think I will absolutely do, putting this boy on top. And then I could have saved it for when I plan and then flip it with that, but there's nothing here I really wanted to play for free. Now, we're going to go ahead and put the laser launcher on Nightbird, and she's swinging with 7. That might not even set off the force field with his blue deck, so we'll see. We'll tap. We'll go in. We'll flip 2 for combat. Swinging for 9, pierce 2. 9, pierce 2. Blocking 4 of it, taking 5, setting off the force field. So I do scrap his force field at least. Yeah, he'll get to heal a bit, but that's okay. Yep. Which I hate distributing damage like this, but I think that's like... I don't actually remember what Ravage does. I should look that up. So the question is, will he try and kill Ramhorn? Because I think he knows he can't kill Nightbird. He's not going to swing 11 with Run Amok. Maybe he gets her with Run Amok and Ravage over 2 turns. Flip. Yep. Repair 1 damage from this. If you have Run Amok, repair 1 damage from him and flip him to alt mode. So they both go down to 3. Ravage gets Pierce 2 in bot mode. That's it. It's just Pierce 2. Interesting. So they're both in this mode. So now he's going to be attacking with his weaker run amok, I'm assuming. Well, okay, acute reflexes. Get some white pips in there. The focus one will help, both offensively and defensively. Now I get the opportunity to focus on one of these two, though. Going into Nightbird. That makes sense. He does get the white pip. So he is swinging with 5? Is it just 5 pierce 1? Yeah. I am blocking none of it, taking 5. So I guess there's a... I don't know if there's a chance that Ravage kills. I think I'm in a pretty good position right now. And this sort of testing is kind of re-verifying my theory about the siege block, which is... And right now he's not playing any weapons because he's worried about Nightbird's ability. But it is verifying my thoughts on the format, which is that it is not conducive to blue decks in general. Okay, so we're going to switch Blaster here. Switch Blaster, deploy Steeljaw in bot mode. Get Blaster's ability. Come out with a card and I get to play it. Fight for position. That goes on Steeljaw, which is perfectly fine. So now he's swinging Bold 3. I still get to play a weapon. I don't want to play Intergroove. It's like, it's one of those like 39th cards. Like, it's +1/+1, which I guess isn't terrible. But I am definitely going to play Disruptor. Well, let's do some math. So 3 Bolt 3. Let's assume my attack is 5. That'll be 8. I can get it to 10-ish, which might... Ooh, not with the Pierce. But it'll be enough for Blaster to clean up on a kill, I think. So that is what we're going to do. We'll play the Disruptor Blade. And then we're going to play Calculated Strike again here. Don't go into the guy with Focus 1. Let's go ahead and go into Runabout. Okay, so we are flipping Bold 1, Bold 2, Bold 3 total. So we get to flip 5 cards. We're going to find our Black Pip. We're going to get our Disruptor Blade action. It's going to be... Oh, okay. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 2 is 9. We're 11. Pierce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11p9. So his defensive flips didn't matter. Didn't get the kill, but still real close. And I got that. So keep the Disruptor Blade. Nothing I wanted to pick up. It all goes in discard. Now, of course, he might attack Ravage into Steeljaw, but I think his options are Ramhorn or Nightbird. And I'm assuming he's going to go to Nightbird. The reason he might attack Ramhorn is to make Ravage's Pierce matter. They do both have tough 1 now, so maybe he wanted to flip Ravage earlier, because this isn't going to matter. Like, Runabout dies and he doesn't get the heal. Okay, well, So now 5. I got to deal 5. And with my Pierce deck, I think that'll happen. Because I'm swinging base 5, assuming I get to 7. And he's still not playing any actions, which I think is his mistake. He should just take the damage. You know, put it on Run Amok. Because he's swinging 3p2. And now I've got wedge formation, which lets me heal and draw and do all the things I want to do. Yeah. 3p4, and I don't care about the Pierce. So I'm at 8. So he still has to swing another attack at a Nightbird, which is unfortunate for him. And now I get a blaster swing. So I probably don't get her bounty, but that's okay. Draw for my turn. Contract contingency. Probably worth playing on blaster to get him to 7. Ensure the kill here. We can flip Nightbird. Gives her 1 defense. Not a whole lot. Okay, so on blaster, I can plan the contract contingency to give myself. I think, yeah, I'll heal. I will, that's melee. I will draw a card because Nightbird is still on the field, and I will plan. Ooh. I think I got to plan the combat dagger. I'm keeping the force field for now. And we're going to swing 5. And I do get bold 1 from Steeljaw. 5, bold 1 into Runabout here. Flip it. So 7 Pierce 2. So he does have tough 1. He might survive. Okay, so he is blocking 5. So he takes 2. That is unfortunate. Yeah. And now he does get to kill Nightbird, but I think with my Disruptor Blades, we're doing okay. And if I can scrap increased durability, I get a kill without worrying about anything. And none of my guys got Brave. In my opinion, Nightbird's doing her job even if I'm not using her bounty ability. It's a nice benefit. But the main thing is just letting Steeljaw take more hits. They flip. They both heal for 1. Or the card draw this turn, I forget. So he's going to, yeah, makes sense. Use Run Amok to protect Runabout. 7 kills Nightbird, no problem. He hasn't attacked into Ramhorn yet, like since the first turn. All right, we go into Nightbird here. She does not survive this. Yeah, block in Nunavut. Do I want to get... I won't be able to draw. I could heal and plan one. It's not worth it for a heal one. So I'm going to leave... That's still a +2. She dead. So... now that... Hey! Well, if I... Okay, maybe it would have been worth it to heal one. Dang it. I forgot that I was running Medic's Protective Field. Entirely. I forgot it entirely. That's okay. I can still just do Force Field. It's almost as good. Because on this... So he'll heal down to 13. He's got tough 1. I don't need tough 1 to kill him with Steeljaw. Or I don't need +2 to kill him with Steeljaw. Because I just need to deal 4 out. And I'll be swinging 6. So let me do... is it greedy? What does switching modes here do? Oh, nothing. Okay. And what do I... stealth. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then what's this one? Let me flip each... oh, okay. For a wheel of turn. Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. So, we're going to go Contract Contingency. And Ramhorn goes into Run Amok here. So I'm swinging 8 Pierce 2. Or just 8. Don't get my bold, because he has not enough stars. 9 Pierce 1. So, I think... Hey, Sea Striker, how's it going? Uh... 9 Pierce... Why 4? 3... whatever. All right, discard his turn. So, what haven't I gotten value out of? I guess Contract Contingency, but it's double black pips. Okay, Force Field. I think that's a misplay. Well, I guess unless he can play an increased durability, because Force Field doesn't save him. Well, it does. Yep. Now it saves him. Okay, that makes sense. The idea here being he's probably going to attack with Ravage. Nightbird's gone. I haven't seen him play. I mean, he's got a bigger hand because he hasn't been playing his actions. Boy hasn't been playing his actions. If it's just Ravage attacking 3 Pierce 2, I don't think I care. Yeah, like I could play the Force Field here, but I won't. Because he is doing 2 damage. So that's where I feel like that's where I feel like I'm not getting value out of Ramhorn because the attacks aren't big. Like, this ability is less valuable than it would be otherwise. Hey, really, Dicey, how's it going? How do you guys feel about the delay? I think it was inevitable. Unfortunate, but an inevitable delay in Titan Master's attack. Okay, this is another card that I think I drop. Inner Groove, I haven't needed to play it once. I thought maybe it was good enough in this format, but I don't think it is. So, here is the question. Actually, it's not a question. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to play Medic's Protective Field on Steeljaw. And then I am swinging 6 Bold 1. He wants me to spread my damage. Makes sense. I'm not going to kill Ravage in 1 hit. So I think it's, even though the Force Field will stop some of my damage from coming through, I still think it's better for me to swing into Run Amok here. And then get a cleanup kill with Blaster. We're going to go to Run Amok. Nine Pierce 2. Which I flip my back pips. Of course, I keep the Disruptor Blade. He takes 4, survives at 1 HP, but that'll get him off the table next turn. One of these 2 is dying next turn. Going into Ravage would not have helped me. Discard. So, and I still have a Force Field I can play on Ramhorn. So now, I mean, I know he's running War of Attrition, but I get to choose where that damage goes, and that damage will go on Blaster. So wherever he attacks, his next attack is blunted. I kind of want him to attack into Ramhorn just so I can play Force Field. And then if he doesn't trigger Force Field, I can switch Steeljaw on the next turn and move it over to Blaster. Well, not next turn, but whenever I need to. Crowbar. Yep. We're swinging with 7. And he thinks 7 is good against Steeljaw. A lot of upgrades. I still don't think I've seen him play an action. Okay. So, he's swinging in. We caught him. We get to play our Force Field. And we flip our 2. It don't matter. We're blocking 1 of 7. We're going to scrap that and take 4. Which, of course, doesn't leave Ramhorn with a lot of health, but he did exactly what he needed to. Okay. Now, which of these two do I kill? Draw. Combat Dagger. That's worth playing. Like, it's another bold. So it'll be bold 2. He'll kill Ramhorn on the next turn, but that leaves a fully healed Steeljaw Blaster, and these two guys are pretty beat up. So the question is... 5 bold 2. Let's say that's 7-ish damage. He gets tough 1. So let's say he blocks 4. 3 actually doesn't kill. 3 will not... if I attack into Runabout, there's a chance I don't get the kill. So let's go ahead and go Blaster into Runamuck here. So he does get Focus 1 and Tough 1. But I only have to deal 1 damage. I gotta flip a Black Pip. Out of 4 flips, there's my Black Pip. He is dead. Of course, that's 4 Black Pips that would have killed Runabout, but whatever. I am A-okay with those results. I would have, if I was deeper into my deck, I would have looked into my scrap pile and seen if I could have flipped Black Pips. Clear our targets, stand them back up. So now Steeljaw's ability doesn't matter. Oh, if I was smart, I would have switched him. If I was smarter, I would have flipped Ramhorn, which would have been in stealth, but I didn't. He gets to play his own protective field. Makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. So he is swinging Pierce 2. That is an insta-kill on Ramhorn. Now, I mean, I think now I attack with Steeljaw, using my own protective field. Like, I got to scrap that, and then I can kill him on the next turn. Wedge formation, nothing to heal. I could plan a White Pip if I really wanted to. Don't think I will. I could plan Wedge formation. I've only got 1 White Pip in scrap. Well, I can't plan Wedge formation if I play Wedge formation. So let's just build the hand back up. We'll go Steeljaw into Ravage here. Catfight. I get my own bold. Oh, well, 6P4. And I keep that Disruptor Blade. Oh, awesome. Sea Striker, I'm down to play after this. Yep. So he takes his 3. And the Safeguard doesn't get damaged, or doesn't scrap, but unless he heals, he doesn't take advantage of it. Which I totally get. If it was a blue mirror, like, that might have some strength on Runamuck and Runabout. Unfortunately, for him, it will all be for naught. Hopefully I get a better weapon. What I've realized is I'm not running Reprocess in this deck, and I think that's a mistake. Pocket Processor and Reprocess might be must-haves, at least 2 ofs in the Siege block format, because I'm just not working with a good hand size here. Yep. Oh, that's a... See, I wouldn't play that, because you're gonna do your 3 damage. Save that for another... Save that for Ravage's attack. That's okay. We're all learning. We're all in it together. Yep. That. F3, I gotta remember that. Okay. I think I play fight for position here. I'm swinging 5, well, I'm swinging 5 bold 2. I'm swinging 5 bold 2. 7-ish damage. We've done this math before. I will get more value. I'll get bold 2. How many white pips I got in here? Just the one, huh? Let's go ahead and wedge formation. We'll heal 1. And we will plan 1. And I will swing with my bold 2 into runabout. Oh, well, that's exactly what would have happened. So 7p2. He blocks 3 of it. I think he forgot about his tough again. I think he keeps forgetting about this guy's tough. He blocks 3 of it, takes 4. He's dead. I reminded him earlier, but I think, I mean, we can call this one here. So what did we learn? Blue pips don't matter. Hey, really, Dicey? Yeah, dude, it's insane. MA, you're in Maine? Is that, no, MA is Massachusetts. Ohio is freaking closed. He is melee. Okay, so 5. He's swinging with 5, pierce 2. Were these guys ranged? I guess runabout is. I don't know if I play Sturdy Javelin in this deck. He is swinging 5, pierce 3. Set my damage. Oh, I remember. The 4 gets through. Discard. Draw. I mean, that's game, right? I can go ahead and heal for 3. And then tap. Uh, 7, pierce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good game to my opponent. I think we've learned some things here. That was just the first game. We can... I don't know if I want to run this one again. Let's see. Let's try Mega Supreme. Fuck it. Let's do a Mega Supreme. Yeah, Sea Striker, where are you? I forget. You're the same person as Deep Sea, right? Um, where are you at? Boy, that's an interesting idea. So he's saying that they'd like to see a max of 15 of each color pip in a deck, make you balance them out. Um, so I disagree. I mean, I like that we have options to build differently, but I would be down for tools that would allow us to build like more tools to reward decks like weird grapple stuff, which I think we're going to get more and more of as time goes on. We just got to be a little patient. All right. Um, Deep Sea, do you want to play? So that was um, the Blaster deck. Let's see what else we got. While we're waiting. So what would I tweak on the Blaster list? I want to find... Ooh. Oh god, Rock Toss is in here? I didn't even know that was in here. I think I'm ready to play again. But I think I've already got some ideas. Drop Rock Toss. Drop Inner Groove. Play Reprocess and some other stuff. Where did my thing go? Right here. Yeah, I think they said they just threw some cards together, so they might want some time to put another deck list together. So, Deep Sea, do you have any requests on a deck to play? I've got like all sorts of stuff. Blasters, Shockwave, Jetfire. Omega Supreme is the one that I'd pick if I wanted to try out next. Actually, before I forget, sorry, I know it's so rude of me. Let me make these tweaks. So Medic's Protective Field and Force Field I get. During counterattack, I need the laser launcher to get some +3 in here. The Inner Groove I think I drop because I don't care about that +1 defense. And then I think maybe the Rock Toss was there for the pips. I drop that and I need to pick up a Reprocess. If I can type. Grab a Reprocess, put that in that bad boy. and grab a pocket processor. Yeah, it reduces my pip count a little bit, but I think that is fair. Okay, so this is Siege Block Blaster version 2. Something to get rid of force fields is nice. Okay, let's do this. So that was Blaster. Let's see what Omega Supreme looks like in this format. And I hope whoever's watching is learning along with me. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm always down. I mean, I mostly do this just like right now. I have no one to talk about Transformers TCG with except for people online. So I like to talk on the Facebook groups, the Discord groups, the Reddit group, and then I stream whenever I can. I am going to be trying, I think this weekend, I've got a buddy in Hawaii. We're going to try and stream using webcams, physically playing the game. We'll see how that goes. All right, they're ready. Okay. Oh, Spinister. Okay. So when he has a Battle Master, yep, so the goal is to get Spinister to 9 attack. Makes sense. Enemy characters can't be repaired. So Needler is hilarious because Deep Sea knows for a fact that I am super proud of the healing deck list that I had worked on. Oh, okay. So, oh boy, that would have been rough. Oh, okay. I get to pick. I think I want to go first. Because what is... Okay. When spaceship attacks, spaceship and tank have to survive. Spaceship or tank have to survive. Base is the sacrificial lamb. Okay. Draw 3, start the game. Draw for my turn. Okay, well, War of Attrition, that repair 3 don't matter so much. Maybe I'll hold on to it for later. I kind of think I can get rid of Needler without too much issue. I feel like he'll try and make me swing with Aimless, but it don't matter because I won't be doing any damage anyways. So, let's go base into Needler. For 0. Reprocess? Yeah, that seems. So blue on blue in the Siege format. This will be a long one. Okay, so what are my next moves? I get that one. I think I saved that one. Here I get to ping an enemy. So tank can ping into Spinister. The problem with Spinister's game plan is he wants his Battlemasters to die, and he doesn't have Peace Through Tyranny because of the Siege format. So this is an interesting thing. He needs to kill his Battlemasters without Peace Through Tyranny. Now, of course, yeah, it does help that I guess he'll be flipping every other turn. Yep. Going in. Quartermaster? Okay, well, so it wasn't that different. I mean, he gets to pick up the reflex circuits, which ain't bad. So he is dealing a whole 4p1. I take 3 of it. 4p1. I take 1 of it. What is it? F1. Hey! Okay, now, do I want extra padding? I think that is a yes. War of Attrition doesn't help me. Let me pick up extra padding. Because War of Attrition, all that does is damage his Battlemasters, and I can't heal with Needler on the table. Now, I'm going to draw Sab Armaments. Doesn't seem bad. Does not seem bad. The question is, would he attack with Needler or Spinister next? My thought is he would attack with Spinister, flip him back, and attack with Spinister so that he can flip him back again and give Needler the +3 since he's confident these guys are not dying. On my end, Soldier's Blaster is a +3, so that's 6 into Aimless, but that still might not be damage. What is my other option? I can steady shot in extra padding on my tank. I think, but then I'd be scrapping 2 to do 1 damage to Spinister, and I don't think that's worth it. So let me get damage on Spinister when I can with Spaceship. For now, we will extra padding my tank. Play something face down. And go in here. And then when I attack, I may scrap 2 cards from my hand. I am not going to do that. Well, there's another extra padding. That ain't so bad. I think I pick it up. So, don't know why that was all caps. Does he... That Sab might have just been a scrap turn. Because I know he can't kill Aimless. But maybe he plays another weapon on Spinister. Spinister has 2 weapon slots. I feel like Needler doesn't turn into a weapon. Needler turns into utility, I think. So maybe it's a safe bet that he flips Spinister playing a weapon to get a 6 attack. Oh, maybe it should have been, maybe his attack should have been 7p4? Or 7p1? Okay, no problem. F3, we'll change that to 3. So he flips Minister, and I'm assuming he's attacking. Attacking with Spinister this turn to flip him back and get the +3 on Needler, which hopefully means he plays a weapon on Spinister. Because I want to fuck that weapon up. Nope, he's attacking with Needler. Well, dang. Oh, going into tank. Okay, I mean, I've got tough. Well, you get 1. 4p1. I block all of it, take 1. Reprocess. Do I want reprocess right now? Nah. Okay. Let's draw. Did I? Okay, all cards. No. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss an extra padding. He has 16 cards left. He's shuffling through pretty good. I think I pep talk. I just don't have a lot of cards in hand. I'd like to... There's no upgrade to scrap. But I'm going to go ahead and pep talk. Because then I can still Soldier's Blaster or extra padding. Draw 2. Okay. That is fine. What do I want to do? I guess I'll extra padding over here also. I'm just kind of setting myself up. We'll go Spaceship into Needler here. Ooh, I actually get 5p1. Putting some damage out today. He blocks 4 of it. He takes 1. So, we both have some Pierce, but not a lot. I guess I'd be curious to see how this tests out versus an orange-black aggro deck. Now, I can do a double play over here and get my attack up when we untap and put some damage on a Needler, which I think I want to do. Spinister comes in, and Spinister has choices to make. He wants to attack one of these two. Extra padding. Oh, extra padding. Just 2. That's fine. I'm going to attack into Needler. I'm going to wait. The tough helps me. Deep Sea, you're playing right in my hand. You're going to flip 2, maybe 3 cards. 2, maybe 4. And then if I attack into Spinister, we get to reshuffle, and I get to bring out the Omega Supreme. So we'll see just what's going to happen next. Spinister is attacking. Where are you going to put that attack, Spinister? That makes sense. Flip my 3. Ooh, that's decent. So he's running a pretty mixed deck. That's interesting. He's gotten the blue pips where he needed him. So Spinister is attacking for 5, Pierce 3. And I'm blocking for 3. So I'm going to take the 3. But now I get to put some damage back because 7. Draw. Untap all. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to Steady Shot and Soldier's Blaster. I think... Yeah, because I don't really care about damage happening on base. Omega Supreme is very strong right now. So that would be 5 attack. And then another 2 damage. I think that is what I do. I'll pep talk later. I'll pep talk later. Swinging 5. Pocket Processor I want. War of Attrition, don't need right now. Pocket Processor I want. Pocket Processor I will take instead of a Pep Talk. That makes sense. So I'll get to play a utility. I get to combine, hopefully this turn. Let's look at their scrap pile. White, white, white. White, white, white. Hopefully they've got a Sturdy Javelin. Not in their hand. I mean, they've got 5 cards in hand. Dismantle. Scrap an enemy weapon or armor. Okay, fair enough. Actually, Dismantle's not bad in this format now. It might be worth playing a couple. I mean, I prefer Reprocess, but he drew it. Flip, Spinister. Yep, swing. Put some damage on Aimless, which he's fine with. And what's this say? When your opponent reshuffles their deck, if you have a Mega Supreme and a Mega Supreme base on the battlefield or in your KO, combine them into Captain Omega Supreme. Yeah, baby. Oh. Okay. I am missing Omega Supreme in my Omega Supreme deck. Is that the most embarrassing thing in the world? Maybe a little bit. Name Omega Supreme. Yeah, let's add you. Deck. Save as. Game. Load deck. Siege 2 decks. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so I have 7 damage on him. Right? 3, 1, 3, yeah. F3, 7. Gone, gone, gone. There you go. He should be at 7. Two more for the extra paddings. Okay, so I'm blocking 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And he is swinging with 3 Pierce 1. Add a damage. Yeah, this is kind of what I want now. Okay. All right. That extra padding, I want to pick that up. I'll drop a hidden fort for it. I don't even care. Draw for my turn. Let's play the extra padding. EMP wave. Okay. I get it. I don't want to tap all characters. Because if I tap all characters, he'll just keep making me swing at aimless. Tapping all characters doesn't do a lot. So I'm going to play the pocket processor. And then I'm going to play Squish Them Like Bugs. So I'm doing 7 Pierce 4, which kills aimless. So of course, Spinister is going to get a decent attack on him, but everyone takes 1. Now, do I want War of Attrition? Aimless dies. He goes into weapon mode. He goes on Spinister, where hopefully he gets his 3 damage. I need to draw cards in my hand so I can get my ability, because I need to scrap all of Spinister's shit. Pocket Processor will help me get there. It'll take a little while. Assuming he attacks with... Well, I guess he gets to attack with both. So he gets to put a hurt on me. So now Spinister is swinging with 6. He's swinging with 9. There he is. There's Spinister at 9 attack. And he still has another weapon slot. Ah, there. That is. Makes sense. Bold 2. Yeah, so he gets his... So he should be able to do 5 direct damage to me. Which hurts. I'm lucky that I am at such low health from earlier in the game. Mostly because his... There's his 3 pips. F3. 13. And let's see what my defense is. Plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's swinging with 10 Pierce 2. 2. And I'm blocking 8 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means, of course, I take 2. Not a bad turn. So now I really need... Oh, I did drop that War of Attrition earlier, didn't I? Because here's another 2. We're gonna discard. Because I'm probably not going to play EMP Wave. I'm just going to wait until I have the cards in hand. Hopefully I get to draw a Pep Talk, right? I'll draw 2 for my turn. If I get a Pep Talk, that puts me at 4 and lets me get rid of the Manifold. The fucking... Oh, no. No problem. So, Needler coming in. Let's see what we got here. 5 again. This shouldn't hurt me, unless he gets some Pierce. But yeah, him doing that much damage hurts. So, if he keeps swinging like that, let's say he doesn't get the Sturdy Javelin every turn. Needler swinging 4, Pierce 2. I'm blocking all of but taking the Pierce. So if he is able to keep swinging like that, he kills me in... Let's say he does an average of... He did 7 damage that turn. 9 damage with Needler. Let's say without the Sturdy Javelin, he does an average of 6. That's still 3 turns. I got 3 turns to get rid of... Oh, well, the reprocess. Fuck the EMP Wave. I should pick up the reprocess. Okay. Untap all. Draw. Draw again. Squish them like bugs. Okay. Pep Talk. Draw 2. I recognize that, like, I'm not going to play a weapon. I'm going to spend my turn spending all these cards. But I'm going to do a damage to each of them versus playing a reprocess and healing one from him. And I'm getting rid of his Tough and his Manifold Blaster. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap. I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit. There we go. Scrap 1, scrap 2, scrap 3, scrap 4. Maybe he has a Quartermaster. But at least I get rid of the extra paddings. Me swinging 7 without his extra paddings is a big help. Wait. 2 for my attack. 7 Pierce 5. And he is blocking 2 of it, taking 5. So, helps. That definitely helped. Now, soldiers, well, I can't pick it up. I think I slow things down. I mean, if he Quartermasters, like, I lose, I think. But aside from that, which I'm sure he's playing 3 ofs, let's actually take a look, because he's pretty far into his hand, probably. There's a Quartermaster. There's a Quartermaster. There's an extra padding. There's a reprocess. Okay. He doesn't have the other Quartermaster. Hopefully you flip it. discard. All right, so he's buying himself a little time, but let's see what we got. He flipped. Oh no, he didn't flip. He should have flipped Spinister this turn. Should have flipped Spinister to give Needler the +3, but that is a misplan on his part. 4P1. Blocking all of it, taking that 1. Yeah. I don't have anything in my hand to pick up. Nah, it's fine. I didn't pick up any greens anyway. The question is really, do I... Like, the only reason I'd go after Needler is to try and play War of Attrition, and I don't think it's worth it. I just don't have the hand draw. To P2. So I was very worried a turn ago. But the nice thing with this deck is it has the card draw to get to his ability as long as I don't burn out my whole hand, which sometimes I do. Like now, if we get to a point where he's able to Quartermaster in the Manifold, which I didn't see. Maybe he's only running 2 Ubs? Because I imagine if he had one in hand, he'd play it. Like, he'd play it over the EMP wave. Okay. Doesn't do me any good. So, can I kill Needler? Like, I forget what Needler does in his other mode. But if I'm swinging 7P... Nah. We'll just go into Spinister again. The goal here is to kill Spinister. Ooh. And pick up a Pocket Processor. Which I will pick up. I've got a Pocket Processor in my hand. I am feeling pretty good. So this is an interesting match because of the way he's playing Spinister. I think there is some value in the blue cards that are being played with Spinister. But of course, I'm playing against a deck that has native Pierce 4. And he's got a secret action. In the Siege format, there's so much Pierce out there. The grenade launchers, reckless charges, erratic lightnings, those don't exist in the Siege block format. But Pierce does, so it does mitigate to some extent the ability of the ability of blue pips on flips. So, like, EMP Wave, I'm thinking I'm going to drop. There's better star cards I can play. Like, that's something I'm learning here, is with a Mega Supreme, I don't... Have I gotten value out of EMP Wave? Like, here, he's swinging 4 Pierce 2. Like, oh, wow, I block for 6. Woohoo, I still take 2 damage. So, EMP Wave is something that, like, I thought there'd be value, but I don't think there is. I've learned that. All right. And... oh, right. And there's my orange pips. Well, he does get a reprocess. So he is swinging 3, blocking all of it. War of Attrition I don't want. Draw a card. Play the Pocket Processor. Play this face down. Tap, and that is an auto kill on Spinester unless his secret action prevents Pierce. Backfired. When one of your dispatch do damage to the attacker equal to the number of upgrades on that attacker. So, take 4. Oh, Soldier's Blaster. I wanted that. That's fine. 7 Pierce 4 is just fine. So now Spinester is dead, and I think that is game. So he can reprocess my Pocket Processor. Unless I get to reprocess myself, he essentially... It'll take me 2 turns because of the force field. Although if I'm swinging 7 Pierce 4 and he gets enough blue pips, the force field might not trigger. Like, I might just do my Pierce damage. What do we got? Let's reveal. Tough, a billion. 5, 8. I block all of it because he has no Pierce. All right. Draw. Draw. Well, there is Crude Club. We'll put that on swing. What are we doing? 7. 5, 12, Pierce 5. And then that's game because I can Surrey Javelin him on the next turn, which is nice. Quartermaster. Quartermaster to bring back the Blaster. Makes sense. Get you some damage, right? You'll be doing 3. You're attacking with 6 and you'll be doing 3 before then. So that's 9. I mean, if you flip all black pips, it is potentially lethal. That Terrifying Resilience doesn't matter. Because I've got my Pierce. 10 P1? Okay. 7. Oh, 7. Oh, right. Put my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Good game to Deep Sea. So Needler, I think, is a sideboard. What else would we run? Fire Drive, maybe? Maybe, yeah, Black Beam Rifle. That's not a bad one. Well, all right. I didn't realize what time it is. I mean, we've been playing games, but it is almost 8 o'clock. I don't think I've got enough time for another game. I think we're going to have to call this one here. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.